A friend of mine just called me up and asked me, how do I start a YouTube channel? Now, me being the hustler, the freaking hustler that I am, I recorded the call and turned it into a YouTube video so that I could share it with you guys. In our conversation, we covered 15 different points and questions that she had about YouTube. And because this conversation was so long, I broke each of these points into little teeny timestamp links. This way that you can click and just jump to the topic that you find most interesting. I at least recommend that you watch the intro so that you can understand her perspective and what her channel is about. But other than that, I hope you enjoy. This is Courtney Moreland. We've been friends for the past 7 years.
Hello, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, she was actually helped me do one of my past videos about headshots. She's a fantastic actor, but she's also really talented in photography and I'm butchering this, but photography. She's starting a YouTube channel about voiceover, so definitely go and check her out if you have the opportunity. And she also does a lot of fitness and health. Am I right?
Yes, I do. I'm a personal trainer as well.
Okay, so personal trainer goes in there.
Basically doing anything that I can to make ends meet.
Yeah.
The life of an actor, right?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I have a bazillion side hustles. I feel like I have too many irons in the fire. Just so many different things going on at the same time.
It makes it fun though, you know? Life is not fun and exciting unless you have 6 jobs, right?
Yeah.
That's the motto that I try to live by.
Yeah, some people like to, I think some people like to juggle 3 balls really well. I like to juggle like 27, and I know I'm gonna drop 10 of them, but that's okay. Like I'm still juggling 17, so.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you might drop all your balls, but at least you tried to juggle a lot.
We should.
I don't know if that's a good motto, but I mean, hey, we're living by.
Yeah, don't put that on a t-shirt. You might drop all your balls, but yeah, that's not.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Courtney, you reached out to me saying you wanted to talk a little bit about your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I will hand it over to you for a second.
Okay, so I'm starting a YouTube channel geared towards actors who are doing voiceover. I would really like to start this channel, not because I'm like a voiceover guru and I know all these things and I want to share my knowledge, but more because I'm just starting out. I've been acting for quite a few years, but this is really the first time I've really put myself out there in terms of voiceover. I got a new mic not too long ago, and I record from my closet, which is kind of a big theme of the YouTube channel, is like, hey, I'm just doing voiceover from my closet, from home. Super easy. You don't have to, have a fancy studio or, a lot of space. You just need a closet and some clothing to, get some good acoustics going. And so that's kind of the premise of the YouTube channel. I want it to be a place where people feel like they can give me feedback and where I can put up my reels and I can put up audiobooks and me reading stories and me, doing like commercials and things and just get people's feedback and also have a chance to collaborate with other artists. That's something I'm really interested in, getting my friends on board, having them come and talk about their experiences in voiceover, what they've learned, what works, what doesn't, what's been really hard for them, just supporting other artists. I think it's really important to have this network of supported artists.
Okay. So from what you just said, it sounds like it's sort of a creative space for you with an emphasis on voiceover, but just someplace you can be creative and share.
Definitely. Especially since, there's kind of a lack of work going on in the rest of the acting world in terms of like stage theater, in some ways film. This was a great outlet to be like, okay, I need that creative outlet. I need to sharpen my skills. I need to, keep them really sharp. So I wanted a way to do something that I could do from home, and voiceover was a great way to do that. I took a really wonderful class on voiceover my last year of university, and I just absolutely fell in love with it, and I wanted to do more. And what better opportunity to do that when we're all quarantined inside? I was just gonna say, some of the questions I had were first thing first, search engine optimization. What do you know about that, and how can I optimize how much my videos are viewed and what kind of demographic views them?
SEO is a big part of YouTube because YouTube is 100% connected to Google, right? So if someone Googles something, then YouTube videos also pop up as well as the search results. And so finding good keywords is a huge, it's a huge stepping stone to growing your channel right off the bat. Because if you put out like a random video of you playing with a dog or something, it might not get many views. But if you put out a video that people are actually going to search for, I think you'll have better luck with that. So your question is how do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a plugin. There's a Google Chrome plugin that I use. There's two different ones, and you can kind of pick which one you like best. I use TubeBuddy.
TubeBuddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's also vidIQ. Both of them have different features. Both of them are free with like a paid option as well. If you ever want to, so what you do is you install that, and then when you go to a YouTube video, it tells you exactly how many people viewed the video. Like, why don't I share my screen with you? TubeBuddy's gonna put this little thing in the top right corner of your screen. And what it does is it just gives you a whole bunch of tools specifically for SEO. Like 100% for SEO. So, for example, I'm going to open up this live stream specifically for, and I'm going to click edit video. When you upload a video, you fill all this out, but you can see TubeBuddy has these little, and vidIQ does the same thing, but they have these little sections. So for example, the tags right here, you could click the keyword explorer, and that's just search.
So when you put tags, is tags already a part of the YouTube upload?
So
that's part of the normal upload, isn't it?
Yep, that's part of the normal upload. You sometimes have to click on see more settings at the bottom of the page to like display some of them. I can't remember exactly what it says. But yeah, so there's two things that really matter above everything else, and it's your thumbnail. So the little picture that displays your video, and then the title. Because when you look at YouTube videos in Google, that's all they see is the thumbnail and the title, and they actually see the first line of the description too. So your description might be a good place to put a little paragraph, like an SEO type paragraph, where you're like, do you know what I mean by that? Where you have a paragraph and you kind of use your keywords in the paragraph.
Like a description. I think of, like a very short. This is what the video is. Putting like the things that that will get the most searches. That are pertinent to your audience. So I assume like if I'm making a video on things to do in a video or in an audition reel for voiceover, like in a voiceover reel, I would put like make the best voiceover reel out of anyone and just, I don't know, something like that, something along those lines that is just short and simple. This is what the video is about. Like how to make the best voiceover reel, because that how to will probably be searched a lot.
Yeah, the how-to part of it. So your title would be maybe a shortened version of that, like how to make the best video reel 2020 or something like that. It's nice to put a year because it makes people feel like it's relevant, and it also makes it so you can re-upload a similar video next year, for 2021. So it kind of opens you up for content. And then your description would be something short that the first line of your description, the first sentence, will be seen by people. And then everything else in your paragraph, if you choose to write more, is more just for Google to display it if it's relevant. So, does that make sense? Like, Google is the only one that really sees it before they display it to people.
Okay.
So, like, how to start a YouTube channel, my description would be like, starting a YouTube channel is easy. And so that's what people on YouTube would see under my title next to my thumbnail. And then everything after that is just for Google. So you can say like, so I'm just gonna use my keyword again. Like I'm gonna use this phrase as much as I possibly can so that when someone types this into search, YouTube recommends it because they're like, wow, this is the title of the video. It's also in the description a couple times. You don't want to be super spammy with it, but how to start a YouTube channel like this is a question I get asked all the time. Like you can just sort of make up stuff if you're going for pure SEO. Now really you're wanting to appeal to your audience, right? So you don't want to be like too robotic about this and just copy and paste this 100 times, but yeah. And so these are the main things YouTube looks at when we talk about tags or basically tags left. YouTube doesn't give as much weight to that. You can also put hashtags in your description and they show up. Like people can search for hashtags. But
does that come up more if you put on hashtags?
It's not super relevant. No, it's not like Instagram where hashtags are a big part of it. But you do have hashtags available to you. So I mean, it's not hard just to chuck in 1 or 2 hashtags, and if it gets you like 1 view, then great. But it's not like Instagram. All right, so what TubeBuddy is good for, and this is what I wanted to show you. Like I said, vidIQ does the same thing. Is this can help you find good topics for videos that aren't done yet on YouTube, so you'll be like, you don't have as much competition, or so for example, if I type in like voice over.
Sorry, how did you get to that window?
Yeah, so I just
keyword. Okay, got it.
I just clicked on Keyword Explorer. This is gonna help me with my tags, like to know what tags to put in, but it'll also help me like know good video ideas. So if I type voiceover and hit explore, you can see the word voiceover is sort of a bad word when it comes to SEO. The search volume is really high, it's in the green, but the competition is super poor, like it's overweighted. There's so many people using voiceover in the title of their YouTube videos.
Really? I feel like I search voiceover in YouTube and I get like, there's like 1 person who makes voiceover stuff. Maybe 2, like 2 big people. I'm talking like people that have, like 1 million views type of thing. But like for the most part, there's like random videos here and there that are like, oh, here's, this random voiceover artist at an interview. Man, I guess I'm wrong. I feel like I search other things like workouts and it's like, oh my gosh, oversaturated, but like voiceover a little more niche.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is you don't want to just have a YouTube video called about voiceover in general, because maybe that's a little too hard. What you want to do is now narrow this down.
Narrow it down. Okay.
Narrow it down. So like voiceover, or like how to
reel. How to voiceover reel.
Voiceover reel. So let's just do, so you can see it's already offering better things. Like you could have a whole video about voiceover reel examples instead of just voiceover reel. Like you could narrow it down even further. So if we just do voiceover reel, nope. So the search volume is even lower on voiceover reel than it is voiceover. But if we do examples, let's try it. So the competition is super, like there's no competition in this for this keyword. Now it's not being searched very often. It says there's 106,000 searches for it, which isn't as much as. But what I'm saying is you can make a video like this. It won't explode right at the beginning, but there's no competition. So over time, over the years, like this video is going to get a lot of views, is what I'm saying.
So what if you put in like how to voiceover reel? Would that?
How to voiceover reel. Yeah, so look at this. It's really good.
Hey. Yeah.
So it has 19 million search
Nobody
results.
take my idea. No one take it.
Yeah, so what this does is it shows you like, hey, this is like a great option. And so the competition is like moderate, but the search volume is really high. So overall, it's like really good. So when you, let's say, I'm just pretending this is your video, and you put that for your title, and now you're like starting to add tags here. Voice over reel. So like those same results are gonna pop up here, and you can just easily click on them to add them in as tags. And if you pay, you can see a lot more options here. But that's what I'm showing you. Is TubeBuddy's a great way of just like searching if you're trying to find like SEO keyword that you want to make a video around. YouTube or TubeBuddy and vidIQ, both of those extensions would be a great option for that.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, TubeBuddy.
TubeBuddy.
It.
I want to show you an example real quick of a video that I've done this very thing in to show you kind of how it works. I wanted to target. We'll go to details so you can see it. I wanted to target headshots for actors. So you can do headshots for models. There's like a million different headshots you can do. Like you could have theater headshots. Like there's lots of different keywords. But I wanted to target headshots for actors. Like that was my goal. I looked it up on TubeBuddy. I found that there's a lot of competition, but the search results were also really high. So I was like, okay, let's just do this. And then I did actor headshot. So all I did was reword this this way instead. And then do's and don'ts, right? And then I put new at the end. Really, I've never done one of these before, but I did new just to give the idea like it's relevant and people should watch it. And then the first line I said, your mama blessed you with a beautiful face. So I tried to do something catchy that like when people saw it, they would like be drawn to the video, right?
Yeah, I like that.
And then in this paragraph, I say like acting headshot, good headshot, good headshots. Like I try to use headshots and actors like as much as I could. Actors, headshots for actors. You see how I like put this in here as well? So that Google thinks like, wow, this video is all about headshots for actors, you know? I want to show you the analytics of it because I know you're starting out on your YouTube channel, and let me talk to you about growth for just a quick second. So 100 days into it, I had 400 views. Right? And so, but over the course of a year and 215 days, I have 6,600 views. So while was like very slow and the ones at the very beginning was basically just my family watching it like 5 times to support me, I guess. And then after that, it just dies down and it like plateaus. Well, what YouTube starts doing is it starts like showing it in front of people, and then if they like it and they watch a large portion of it, you can see the graph of how long people actually stay for the video. But if this is high, your audience retention, then what they do is they share it to more people. And in the YouTube search, if you have more audience retention, so these are the 2 things YouTube cares about. How long people watch it. So how many minutes is this right here? So it's 3 minutes, 20 seconds. And engagement. So like if they like the video, if they comment. Like those are like the 2 things that YouTube really cares about.
Okay.
And so if YouTube sees this is 3 minutes and 20 seconds, maybe there's another headshot video done by someone else out there that's only 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Average view time. Well, they're gonna put mine first before theirs. Does that make sense? So you want to make quality content, But yeah, so what I'm just showing is each video you do is an investment, because you're gonna put out videos. This is the best video, but in like two days I had 52 views, but they're an investment for the future. And so if you start doing videos every day and then fast forward a year, all of a sudden you have like 365 videos that are all growing to like this level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So how do you get to that? That's in analytics. And
So,
is analytics in just when you go into your own YouTube channel?
yeah, so if you click on your thing in the top right corner, I'm already in here, but it'll say YouTube Studio, your studio. And you click on that,
Okay.
and it'll bring up like all your videos. You can see like how many views each of them are getting. And then you just click on analytics on the video to see it.
Ooh.
I did this one, which was like super keyword heavy. And then the ones above it, I didn't do any keyword. And you can just see like the huge difference between this one that's gotten like 6,000 views and top 10 movies for the single. Like that, how many people are searching that? Probably not very many. And so it's only gotten 20 views, right? Oh, this one was actually made private. It's this one right here. I posted it a second time. But this one's gotten 54 views. But
So like you change it to something like top 10 movies for single people, or for romantics, or just something that would be maybe
Like more
searched
catchy.
I don't know. I can't really think of the phrase. Yeah.
yeah, basically what I'm saying is I didn't do any research beforehand, and I just did a random video. And those are going to be hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like, because you could do a random video of like a kitten jumping and it'll get like 5 billion views, but like it's kind of hit or miss. So, so like this one right here was another really targeted one. Film set terms. I can't hover over it. Film set terms, phrases every actor should know. So I really wanted to target film set terms. I've gotten 720 views and 18 comments. So like, what I'm saying is to get views right at the beginning, which is where I am too, right? Like I'm at the very, very beginning. From all the videos and research that I've done, and from my perspective, like this is probably the best way to do it, is to find a niche and then make a whole bunch of videos on it so people watch your videos when they search for that.
So how do you make, so I know the thumbnails are really important. So how do you make these like see thumbnail look cool and have the titles on them? Do you Photoshop it? Because I'm familiar with Photoshop and I know my way around that, but I'm wondering if there's just like a quick thing that you do that's really fast that has worked for you.
Yeah, so I don't have Photoshop because it's too expensive for me. So everything I use is free. But let me go up to, let me show you. I just use PicMonkey. And so I have a whole thing for like YouTube thumbnails. And here are like all the thumbnails I've made. And so if I'm gonna make one that's similar to any of these designs, I'll just like copy it and then edit out pictures and words and stuff. Yeah.
That's nice. So PicMonkey, is that a website or an app? What is that?
Yeah, PicMonkey.com. And it's free. I have the free version. You're limited to like some of the things you could do. Like you don't have like background removal or anything. Like
Wait,
if you
then
want
how did you remove the background a lot of these pictures?
I put my mouse on a little eraser and I just went out and erased the whole thing.
You put your mouse on
I just used the eraser. Like I didn't have like a background select thing. I started using a green screen, which makes it a lot easier.
So PicMonkey has an eraser.
Yeah, PicMonkey has an eraser.
Okay,
so
cool. That's all I needed to know.
It's basically like a noob's version of Photoshop. So so yeah, if you have Photoshop.
I was just wondering if they have like templates that are super easy to like drag and drop. That'd be great, because then I wouldn't have to like go into Photoshop and do it every time. But I can just kind of copy and paste the same template onto each one, and that won't be too bad.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. It's good to have like a database though over time, because then you can just easily take old thumbnail and then just tweak it for your new video.
Yeah,
instead of having
that's
to
true.
redo it from start. But you can do that in Photoshop. Just have like a folder that you save your Photoshop files into. Save.
That you shave.
That you save your Photoshop files into. What other questions do you have?
So this is just kind of an opinion thing. So my channel is about voiceover. You already know that. And I'm doing it from my closet. So I either want to call the channel like VO, like closet VO artist, or the closet voiceover artist, but I'm not sure if I should do like VO or voiceover. What do you think sounds better?
I think that it doesn't matter, and I think that you can always change your channel name.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
What I'm saying, what I've been learning is that there's no right way to do it. Like, this is all speculation, right? Like, who knows?
But what sounds better? What sounds better? What do you like better? What's catchier?
What were you?
As an actor, you're an actor. Closet VO artist, the closet voiceover artist, the VO closet, the voiceover closet. That might be simpler.
I think the voiceover closet. I think that's cool. It almost sounds like a studio name. Like it could one day evolve into like a studio.
Yeah.
Voiceover closet.
Yeah.
When I made my channel, I was like really thinking a lot about that. And like if I wanted to do like acting tips and tricks or like something like that. But what but as I've started making videos, I started realizing that I didn't want to just make videos about acting. I wanted to do like anything random. So instead I made the channel about my name, and now I can do anything I want. Like I can do acting videos, I could do. So do you have any other questions about YouTube in general, or?
Content, organizing content, share, like I think one of my biggest worries is promising people that I'm gonna make you every week, and then like 3 weeks later being like, I don't know what else to do, or I'm running out of content ideas, or I have content ideas but I just can't make videos fast enough because I don't have time. Like, how do you recommend organizing that?
First of all, you can never make too much content, right? Like you can post twice a day on YouTube and it's not gonna hurt your channel at all. In fact,
really?
The more you post,
I feel like Instagram's definitely that way. Instagram's like, don't post twice a day. That's annoying.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't
know. That's what people used to tell me. Like, no, only post once a day on Instagram.
I think it's different. So on Instagram, there's a 2-hour, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember like where I was learning this, but if you post something 2 hours after, like if you post 2 posts on Instagram back to back, 2 hours apart, only like 95% of the people will see both of them.
Oh.
Yeah. And so it's similar with YouTube, is the majority, even like your subscribers, the majority of them won't see both of them.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is you don't have to worry about that. So instead, so there's no magic formula. Like there's channels that post once a month, like one awesome video, and they have millions of subscribers. And then there's ones that post like once a day. I think what's more important though is we don't know what's gonna work yet for your channel, right? Like we don't know what kind of videos are gonna be entertaining. We don't know which ones are gonna be super informational. So really, quantity over quality might be your best bet. And then as you get feedback from your audience, you see which videos do better, then you can start honing it down and boosting quality for like specific video types. And this is something that I am learning too. And so like a great example for you to mass produce your content is, why not just live stream you practicing your voiceovers, like practicing different voices, and then you turn that live stream into a video. You can be like Winnie the Pooh orders pizza, you know, like why don't you call someone on the phone and order pizza like in a Winnie the Pooh voice and film it. And you could do that during a live stream too. Like you could do it in the live stream so people comment, and there's a video on YouTube, your whole live stream your like 2-hour live stream or however long you do it. And then you break that live stream down into like 5 different videos. Like you do 5 different voices during your live stream and you make that into 5 videos.
That's a good idea. I didn't think about live stream. I thought about like doing a whole video where I just kind of did a bunch of different voices, but I didn't think about live streaming it. So I can do that.
The reason I mentioned live stream is because we're going for quantity here, right? Like we're still putting out good quality stuff. We're not just yanking people's chains. Like you practicing your voiceover, I think lots of people would be really interested in that. So do a live stream video on YouTube, live stream on YouTube. You can do that from your phone even. And then break that down into videos. And then have those videos target certain keywords, you know? So maybe like, 5 things you're gonna talk about in this live stream.
I feel like I'm getting to know you by seeing your home screen of your YouTube channel.
I know. Like sometimes I get like I've been on a kick lately where I've been like watching video game videos. And then I'll go on a kick where I like watch a whole bunch of boat building videos and my whole thing will just be boats. Like I don't know.
Boat building. Wooden
boat building is very interesting.
I have another idea. What do you think of this? I have some friends in the illustration program who are currently in school doing like animation and that kind of thing. What do you think of me like reaching out to them and asking them to draw, say like, I don't know, 7 or 8 different characters, just any characters they want, and then do a live stream with them where like we play a little game where like on the spot I have to come up with a voice. Like they show me a picture of their character and I have to come up with a voice for that character. I think that could be kind of fun, and I'm thinking about doing that. How do you think that would work for a live video?
I think it would be great if you could create a community online. So whether that's a Facebook group or like a Reddit sub page or something like that, where you could invite your friends to post random characters they find, whether they make the characters themselves or they just like find some really cool animation they like and they want to like share it with you, you know? Okay. But if you form a community around it and you're live streaming and your community's like giving you feedback, you're like chatting with them, and then you can be like, okay, let's go check out like the community Facebook page. And then you go to it and you see a whole bunch of pictures of random people. You're like, and then you just start at the top and you're like, okay, let's do a voice for this guy. And then, let's do the voice for this guy. I don't know. But I think that would be a great way to do it.
A community of like friends that I know, or could I also have people do that in the comments? Is that possible to like?
Yeah, people can't share pictures in the comments.
Okay.
Just chat. It's just a chat, yeah. But so, and at the beginning you might have to sorry, give me a second here. At the beginning, you might have to provide your own pictures, right? Whether you ask friends for it or you find your own. But that might be a good community building idea.
Okay, how do you suggest building that kind of community, and like having people, whether it's viewers or just like people suggesting. Because I want that not just for pictures, but like for the types of videos that people want to see, and not just in the comments, but you know, I want ideas for audiobooks. You know, if you have a book you think is really great that you want me to you know, do voiceover for, or if you have, like I mentioned, meditation. I want to do like meditation videos to kind of practice voiceover in one of my videos. And you know, if someone is like a yoga master and has like this really awesome thing that they think would work well in a video, I don't know, just anything like that, suggestions that people have that they can't necessarily just put in a comment section. How would you recommend that kind of community?
That's a great idea. I think live streams are an amazing way to do it, because like, for example, right now, Avishishka, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, how's it going? They're from India and they're just popping in and saying hi. So it's kind of fun. I think just getting started is how you do it. Like you start, a big part of it's not fronting, right? Like you don't have the answers to everything, and so it's more of an invitation. Be like, hey, come hang out with me. We're just gonna like mess around and do like voiceover stuff. I think that builds a community more than like a professional studio. Like support us, you know. Do you understand the kind of feeling that I'm going for?
I think so. Yeah, I do.
So not fronting, being yourself is what I'm saying. Is that I think that's the most important way that you can build your community. And then you just have to start producing content. Right now, the only thing stopping you from your community is the machine. Like the YouTube machine, right? Like you have to start putting out content a whole bunch.
Yeah, and just the amount of content. Like I that's my biggest fear is running out, especially if I'm trying to get a lot of content out there and go for, you know, quantity and not have to like perfect my quality. That's the thing. I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna want everything to be really great.
No, you're gonna have to
run out of content before too long, and then I'm gonna run out of steam because I just don't have enough content to post.
No. The only way you're gonna run out of content is if you judge yourself. Because if you're judging yourself and you like this idea doesn't meet your expectations or whatever, that's when you're gonna run out of content, you know? And so what you have to do is you have to stop judging yourself, and you have to start just putting out random live streams like this. And even if it's not entertaining, like you just do it. And then over time, your community is going to grow. You're going to be able to produce better quality. But right now it's a matter of numbers. Like it's a matter of not judging yourself and just doing a whole bunch and interacting with people, responding to comments, stuff like that.
Thank you. That is sound advice. I think that's sound advice for a lot of different platforms, not just YouTube. So thank you.
Yeah, the thing is I'm still learning it too, right? Like I struggled with this, but like I really care about you, and I like this bit of advice given to me has been the best advice for me moving forward in my YouTube channel. Like before I was just getting like 10 to 20 views a day, but a month ago I just like really told myself every YouTube video, like, you need to stop judging yourself. Like my voice sounds weird. Like when I listen to my voice, I feel like it sounds weird. I feel like I am Moses sometimes. Like I'm hard of speaking, you know, like I have so much like potential and stuff, but I'm just like bad at speaking and convincing people. Abishka Rai, exactly. Well, I'm glad I got your name. Hopefully I said your name right. But yeah, like not judging yourself and just producing content in quantity is the best way to do it. What's great is you can cut you live stream, you cut it into 5 videos for YouTube, and then you could cut those videos into small things for Instagram too.
Oh, man, I need a whole tutorial just to know how to do that.
You just take the best 10 seconds and post it on Instagram.
Okay, take the best 10 seconds. That requires knowing how to edit stuff on Instagram with your phone.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really familiar with Adobe stuff. I can do Adobe Premiere all day long. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to doing stuff on my phone, I'm like, what?
Oh yeah.
Just don't know how to do it. So converting it to an Instagram video is gonna be like, I don't know how to do this. But
okay, maybe that's too much for right now, but
yeah, you know, that's something that we can go over another time, or you can like send me a link it down below. If there's already a video that kind of shows you how to do that, because those are just like technical things, you know,
right? Technical
things that I know I could learn. I have to put in the effort to actually learn it.
The point I'm trying to get is like, I feel like the hard advice that I've learned lately is I'm the one holding myself back. Like, I think the level of quality that I need in my projects is way higher than anyone who's watching cares about, you know? And so instead of spending 2 hours editing a video, like try to just spend 1. And like, maybe it's not gonna look as good edited. Maybe it's gonna be a little janky. Maybe they're gonna see you like trip over your words a couple more times or something like that. But that way you could like double the amount you're putting out.
Now, how long does it usually take you to edit a video? Because it takes me long enough where I'm like, I don't know if I could have the patience to do this on a regular basis.
I think it takes me like an hour. So I live streamed on Monday and I've made 2 videos out of that. and then I'll probably make.
I need to get a little faster then. It doesn't take me a ton longer than that, but it definitely takes me longer than that. Probably because I'm such a perfectionist.
Well, so you're probably going through and cutting like the dead space out of every sentence and like every thought, and like yeah, like I understand. Like I am you. Like I know, I understand that feeling. You need to stop doing that. Like, cut.
No, because that's what makes YouTube videos so good, is like when they're just short and concise and quick, and they have all like the sound effects and the visual effects. And I feel like when I go on YouTube and I watch a video that like doesn't have that, I'm like, no, I click on something else.
I know, but
I have ADD. I need to be entertained.
I know, Courtney. Here's the problem though, is those people have editors. Like you could pay an editor $20 every video and he could do that for you. And
well, I am an editor.
I know what I'll
do it.
Hey, we were talking about irons in the fire, right? Like we're going for efficiency, right? And it's more efficient to put more videos out at less quality than it is to spend like 8 hours editing a video.
It's true.
Like your channel will grow faster, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you just saying that just confirmed to me, like you're comparing yourself to these awesome YouTubers, your favorite YouTubers, right? You like the ones with millions of followers and like lots of money. That's who you're comparing yourself to. But if you go back and look at their first videos, I don't think they're highly edited or crazy like that. Like, I think it's more about perspective.
That's true. And you're right, I totally do. Like, that's who I'm used to watching, is the YouTubers who have millions of views, and that's how I'm kind of patterning it off of. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, I need to have every sound effect ever and all these like fun effects that make it funny and make it entertaining.
Throw in memes like, and
yeah, 3 seconds where it's boring, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to cut that.
Right. No, I am the same way. That's what I'm struggling with right now. And it hasn't been till this last month where I've kind of dropped all that and just started going fast that I've seen real progress. It's crazy. And I wore myself out because I was a year ago when I started making YouTube videos, I did these like really high produced videos, but then I wore myself out because I didn't want to edit a video for 8 hours. Like it wasn't fun to me.
Exhausting.
Yeah. And so the only way to make it fun to me now is if I'm just actually doing the part that I love, which is performing and acting and talking. And then the editing's gonna fall by the side, but that's okay. Like, I'm in this for the long run. I'm gonna be doing this for the next 30 years. So I'm not in any huge rush.
I hope YouTube survives that long.
Yeah, like
it survived longer than most other platforms. I mean, even though Facebook is still alive, its shrine has been given over to Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook is Instagram, Instagram is Facebook. I say you should join the Darkside, which is the side which is my side. Come join my side, which is, well, you look very surprised. Are you excited to join the Darkside, or are you hesitant?
I don't know what this entails. I'm gonna be Darth Vader, apparently. Did I say Darth Vader? I meant Darth Vader. I meant Darth Vader! Please, internet, don't slay me.
What I'm saying is you should join my side and give up a little bit of the self-judgment and start producing videos at large. Quantity over quality.
Okay. That probably means I'll start today.
That's the best. That's awesome. Today. All right.
I've already made the first video, like I said, and I just made a second. And I think I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna make more voiceover stuff right now. I'm gonna record some stuff. You have inspired me, Adam. Thank you.
Well, you are very welcome. I think live streaming is a great way to get started because you can't edit it and make it super entertaining with memes and stuff. Like, it's very raw and bare bones.
You have answered a ton of my questions and also have been very inspiring. I can't think of any specific questions as of right now anymore that I have, although I'm sure more will come up, so I will let you know when I have them. But I think I would just like to invite your viewers to check it out and give me any feedback that they can. I would love having more feedback and just knowing what my audience thinks. I do a lot of Instagramming, so I'll make sure to post it there too. You guys should follow my Instagram.
Yeah, I pulled it up. We talked about it.
Awesome. Thanks.
When I edit the video, I'll put a little link down at the bottom of the video so they can see it. Hey, well, thank you so much, Courtney.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. It's been a blast.
Yeah, for sure. I always have time for you. So if you ever have questions, just give me a call.
Thank you. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Holy smokes, you made it all the way to the end of the video. If you guys feel like I left something out in my conversation with her, please write it down below. I want this video to be a resource to actually help people who are just starting YouTube channels. If you guys would actually like to get on a Discord or Zoom call with me and talk more about this, I will actually try to make myself available. Just leave a comment down below and I'll actually send you a link to the Discord where we can get together and chat a little bit, and then we can go from there. The YouTube channels that I care most about are the ones about performing and entertainment. So especially if you're in that sort of category, please reach out to me. And as always guys, break a leg.